Hi, I'm Philip Stevens, and I'm here in the McLean Room at the Robeson County Public Library. You know, this room mirrors the rich history of our county. And although I've traveled all over the state and nation, I always come back here at home because you'll find the best people in the entire world right here in Robeson County.
With over 951 square miles, Robeson is the largest county in North Carolina. More than 126,000 people call Robeson home, and you won't find a more diverse population exhibiting the best in Southern hospitality anywhere. There is diversity in education from historic private schools, contemporary church-affiliated schools, to a large public school system. Robeson Community College is located here, along with the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, which itself is rich in history and one of the most diverse universities in the state and nation. There are over 100 Baptist churches alone throughout the county, in addition to many other denominations, further evidence of deep-rooted faith and diversity. The county is demographically one of the most perfectly diverse counties in the nation. Native Americans, Caucasians, and African Americans account for 1/3 of the population each, making Robeson truly a triracial community.
The county is clearly diverse in every way except for one. Political diversity has not existed in Robeson County since the Civil War.
Since Reconstruction began after the Civil War till about 20 years ago, over 90% of the population was registered Democrat. During the past 2 decades, Democratic registration has dropped a percentage point annually. Still an astounding number, but the first movement since the Civil War toward political diversity. As Democratic registration has gradually declined during recent years, Republican and unaffiliated registration has grown steadily. After being a Democratic stronghold for literally over 100 years, why the gradual change now? We asked Bo Biggs, an expert in local political history.
I think the people are seeing that, Robeson County has a historical perspective of being, majorly funded with government programs to try to lift us from poverty, and people can see that those programs aren't working anymore. We can see Robeson continues to slip down the economic ladder in the state, and of course we've got more government funding from all sorts of places, federal, state, and local, and we can see it's not working. I think people in the county can see that the answer is less government, more self-responsibility, and that's why we're changing today to a different setup today. More people are more acceptable to vote Republican or vote conservative than ever before.
Local Democrats also report that although they share the same conservative ideological principles of Republicans, they are simply registered as Democrat in order to vote in local Democratic primaries where local elections are decided due to the historical dominance of Democratic candidates. Unaffiliated voters can vote in either Democratic or Republican primaries. This realization also accounts for the overwhelming rise in recent unaffiliated voter registration that even eclipses Republican growth rates. A courthouse statue honors county Civil War veterans, and although there may have been a line between the North and the South during the Civil War, there has never been a line between Democrats and Republicans in Robeson, as local Democrats actually share the conservative ideology of Republicans. The rise in Republican and unaffiliated registration is quickly changing the political landscape in Robeson, unseen since the Civil War. So the question is, can Republicans get elected in a county with a tradition of single-party dominance for over 100 years?
Yes, Republicans can win in Robeson County. We do have Republicans serving in the county. It's primarily in the nonpartisan positions like school board, city council. We don't have any positions right now in the partisan races. There's very competitive. You can go back and if you eyeball the precincts that are made up in certain districts, state house districts, and some city council spots around town, you can go back and look where people like Jesse Helms carried the precinct in years earlier. Ronald Reagan carried it. So with the right candidates running, good credible candidates, with good history with the people, good name recognition, it's very possible that you can elect a Republican.
From the open fields to the city streets, Robeson is a beautiful county with great people. But only 1/2 of the 126,000 that live here are registered to vote. We'd like to change that. We need your help to bring real change to Robeson and let your true voice be heard. You can come here to the Robeson County Board of Elections, located at 108 West Elizabethtown Road, and register to vote. You can also change your registration from one party to another. You have 3 distinct choices. You can register as a Democrat, a Republican, or you can choose to register as an unaffiliated voter. If you agree with the liberal leadership of the Democratic Party, by all means you are encouraged to register as a Democrat. We believe that balance in ideology helps create a healthy government. A two-party system is actually a good thing. However, if you are more conservative in ideology, you might want to consider the Republican Party to help balance the local political landscape and stay true to your personal values. And of course, while you're here, if you are a conservative but really want to vote in Democratic primaries, you do not have to register as a Democrat. You can always register as an unaffiliated voter instead. What do Democrats need to know this year? Political expert Bo Biggs.
This year, people, you can tell they're mad, they're fed up. They can see government's not working. They can see corruption. I would tell the Democrats, give the Republicans a hard look this year. This year is going to be the year. There's a huge number of credible candidates running, not only in our county but statewide. And I think the Democrats, if they don't want to change their registration, which I would encourage them to, though, but they need to give a serious look at the Republican candidates because they're competitive and they're going to carry their conservative message to the General Assembly or White House, courthouse, from the courthouse to the White House. Republicans in the county need to know that we've got an active Republican Party here. We've got a great chairman, obviously, and we can put the resources together that people can see. People are mad. They can see the government's not working. They see Republican as a credible alternative to stay with the party, stay true to your values, and vote this November. This year is the year. This is going to be one of the most exciting political years. If you're a political armchair junkie like I am, be you Republican or Democrat, this is going to be an exciting year, but it's going to be really an exciting year for Republicans. You can see and feel the huge gains that we're going to have in November. You can see the Tea Party movement coming on strong. You can see all the folks that are going to be coming together in November to push for the Republican cause. So again, I think 2010 is going to be one of the best years we've had in a long, long time. I'm looking forward to it.
So there you have it. We need you to help change the political landscape of Robinson and bring true diversity to our county. It not only helps Republicans or Democrats, it helps the entire county as a whole. I'm Philip Stevens, chairman of the Robinson County Republican Party, urging you to register to vote today or to reevaluate your current registration. Thank you.